Hi everyone, Julia Watts here, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be looking at Sentimentally Yours, and we're also going to be looking at the brand new Festive Collection, which is on pre-order as this goes live. You'll find it on my website, which is juliawattscrafts.co.uk, and dispatch is from Monday the 29th of July. And also you'll find it over at Honeypot Crafts, same dispatch day. So I thought it might be useful to actually go through each of the new fancy frames. There's 3 in the collection, and give you some ideas of some of the different permutations that you can do. There's lots and lots of different variations, and you can actually make quite quickly, and just mainly with the one die set. I'm going to be using some extra dies on this one, but you can make really stunning cards just with the one die set. So today we're looking at the Fancy Frames Poinsettia. There is a video with the other 2 dies, the holly and the mistletoe frames as well. And in each set you'll get a frame which comprises of 3 separate dies, and you'll also get a sentiment. There's a different one in each one. We've got Merry Christmas with this one, there's Festive Wishes, and there's also Happy Christmas, and they've all got a shadow with them as well. Obviously you can use that with other, the sentiment with other dies as well in the set. And I'm also going to be using the new Festive Poinsettia 2, which is an A6 die set, which has got 10 dies of poinsettias in various different sizes, and both of them will come on a magnetic sheet as well. Just using this as an optional extra, you don't need to, but we're going to. So let's look at this frame. Now, looking at the dies, which I never do properly when I first cut them, don't cut all 3 dies together. If you cut all 3 dies together, what you get, I'll show you, is you get this. You also get this, this little tiny frame, and you also get this little tiny frame as well, which doesn't want to go in its spot. There we go, goes in there like that. Excuse me. So don't do that, because who wants to stick this down? I certainly don't. Oh, I've got a cough. Let me just... Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Hopefully I'll be all right again now. So yeah, so you don't really want that, so don't do that. So don't cut all 3 dies together. So if you just cut the middle die, this one, then you get this beautiful frame here, and this is the new mirror card from Sentimentally Yours. Really nice quality, actually cuts beautifully as well, and you can emboss it. So yes, so if you just cut this die, you get that beautiful frame. Job's a good one. I mean, stick your sentiment in there, and you could actually just use it like that if you really wanted to. But if you start combining the dies, if you cut this, just this outer one, then what you get is this. And so this outer die is obviously going to fit nicely with the inner, like that. And then you can pop your sentiment in the middle. Let's use one of the sentiments. Pop your sentiment in the middle, like so. That's a really nice Christmas card. Very simple. You can go like that. You can actually go one further and actually make yourself a frame like this. Now, to get this frame, I mean, you could pop that on there if you wanted to, the other way around. They are slightly different. They're not symmetrical. So you could actually do that if you wanted to. Or actually offset it ever so slightly for a drop shadow. Hopefully you can see that. To get this frame, remember you've got to line it up, so you can't actually just do, let's see, this, that, is it that way? Hang on, let me figure out which way around it is, because they aren't symmetrical, you have to figure out which way you've got to do it. Right, so take that one and take that one. Now if you just do that, you've got to be very, very good at figuring out whether your gaps are right. So what I suggest you do is you actually take this one as well and pop that in the middle. It wasn't too bad. And obviously you have cutting edge down, so you take the back one there and then very carefully take this inner one as well, to have them both taped, and then very carefully you can lift out that inner die and the tape will hold, and then you cut that frame like that. Hopefully that makes sense. So use this as your spacer, yeah? But obviously don't cut it again, because you get these little tiny bits here and you don't want that, okay? So that gives you this frame here. When you cut it, obviously this is not cutting edge down. It's just easier for me to show you like that, okay? Just cutting that die there on its own will give you this. Why would you do that? You probably wouldn't do that. You get this as fall away from cutting this frame. So when I cut this frame, I got this fall away. That's come out of there, you can see. No, not that way. That's come out of there. So you can use that on another project if you want to. So what have we got here? Let's go to the card I'm using. It's not the right way. It's driving me nuts, not giving it the right way. Why don't you make it symmetrical, Phil? So this is just an A5 card. I've got Falling Snow embossed in the background, and I've got a layer of the gold mirror card. And this is actually the luster card, the Imperial Red, because I haven't got enough of the plain red. And this is Forest Green. So what you could do is you can actually, if you want to, you can slot this down in here like so, and have this on here like so. So you can have a red inside the frame if you want to. See, lots and lots of different variations. I like that. I like that. And obviously you can do it slightly different if you wanted to. You can, if you're not happy doing your frame, you know, if you're not happy lining that up and getting that right, you can actually have a solid, I was right in the first place. Oh, I'll poke that bit out. Missed that bit. You can have a solid red, like that. And then if you want to have a different colour on the inside, oops, it's not down, you can, it's right in the first place, because there's a border, you can slot that in there like that if you want to, and that gives you a little bit of a difference, because you've got the, obviously you've got the frame around there like that, okay? But I hope that makes sense. And then obviously you can get your sentiment, so you've got your shadow, see it's going to fit perfectly inside here, and then you can take a Merry Christmas, pop that in the centre like that, and that really pops. Don't forget, you can also get your sentiments and offset them ever so slightly to give you a drop shadow, and pop that on there. Well, that S looks a bit weird, doesn't it, because the green's on top of the red instead of the red on top of the green. Oh, come here. The font is really nice on this. I really like it. I like a mixed font on a sentiment. Let's see if we can do that better. That's slightly better, isn't it? See where I'm coming from? Let's lift it up so you can see. Can you see all the different permutations? I've not spotted another bit I haven't poked out. Here it is. can you see all the different variations? So you know, if you've got red, white, green and gold card, you've got lots and lots of different permutations here, and it looks really classy. Now we can also grab, let's go back to what I was going to do, how I'm intending to do this card. Of course, if you've got all your fall away bits and all your bits and pieces, then you can actually make several cards at once, which is really cool. So this is what I'm intending to do, I think. And then I'm intending to have that in there like so, I think. And I think I'm going to have, I think I might have a drop shadow, or shall I have, this is it, I don't know what to do now. I've cut so many out, I don't know actually know what to do. That's quite nice, isn't it? Lots of permutations. We can have, I quite like the red on the green. She's going to be quite fit. I might do all the sticking and then show you when I've done all the sticking, and then see what I've finally ended up with. I like that. And then from the Poinsettia set, Poinsettias 2. See, Poinsettias 2. There we go. I've put extra Poinsettias out, so they don't fit perfectly, and I'm undecided as to whether I just want to have one layer or actually have two and make it really, really full. But we can have lots of poinsettias going on top, like so. Obviously it's optional, you don't have to, you've got your poinsettias there, all you need to do is put a gem on, or a pearl in the centre. So we've got another couple here, just to go on. Oh, moving because it's not stock, like that. Hopefully you can see where we're headed. Let's hold that up a bit. Obviously you've got mirror card, you can see my camera there. So isn't that pretty? So I think what I'm going to do is I might stick at that. I'm going to stick it all down. I don't want you to watch me stick it. And then I'll show you what it looks like before we finish. Okay, so I've almost finished. I just thought I'd leave the last poinsettia. I've decided, you can see, I've just offset the poinsettias so you can still see the gold ones in the frame underneath, rather than putting them directly on top. So there's another option for you, a different variation. So just to shape the poinsettias, I've just got poinsettia in my fingers, sticking my left thumb, because I'm right-handed, in the centre, and I'm just pushing up with my thumb and my forefinger just to give it a little bit of shape. So just rolling the petal there, or the bract, and we're just going to just add a tiny bit of glue. Now when you're putting glue onto or an embellishment onto a shiny card, mirror card or the luster card, it does take a little bit longer to actually grab. Let's pop down like so, and so you've got quite a long time to actually move it around to get it into position. And once they're 100% glued, then I'll probably mess around and decide which petals I want to have on top and which ones underneath. So just in the centre, I'm just going to use some of the Sentimentally Yours white pearls. Tiny bit of glue. Use my pick up tool. I don't want a 3mm actually. I want a 5. And just pop that in the centre. And there we are. I've got an 8mm pearl in each corner. I did go for the drop shadow. So I've got the green and the red on for the Merry Christmas. But you know, there's not a lot to it, and as I said, lots and lots of different variations that you can do with it. Lots of bits and pieces that I've got cut out that I can use on other projects. So I think that these new fancy frames are going to be absolutely brilliant in your crafty stash to use year in, year out. And once again, you can order them over at my website, juliawattscrafts.co.uk, and there's a 10% discount just for a minimum amount of time, and also on Honeypot Crafts as well. It'd be lovely if you would like and subscribe on my YouTube channel, which is just Julia Watts Crafts. There's well over 100 videos, maybe even 200 videos on there, about 100 Sentimentally Yours videos. So lots and lots of inspiration for you there, and I do like to read your comments. So thank you for watching, and do look out for the other videos with the other 2 frames, and there's some other videos with the rest of the festive collection. Thank you for watching.